The last day of the 6th grade wasn't turning out the way I'd expected at all, and that was before the substitute librarian tried to kill me. I was in my room, looking for something to wear, when an explosion rocked the floor beneath me. Whatever it was, I had a feeling my mom and dad were involved. Take it from me, when you have supervillains for parents, you get used to unexplained noises in the house. It might have been a new invention my dad was testing out, or maybe one of my mom's experiments had gone terribly wrong. Either way, I wasn't going to let it bother me. Not on a day like this. The school year was finally coming to an end. Summer was right around the corner. Just the thought of it made me smile. 2.5 months of sleeping late and watching TV, not worrying about homework or schedules. 2.5 months of nothing. If only I'd known how wrong I was. My dad was seated at the dining room table, drinking coffee and reading the newspaper. Strands of morning sunlight shone through the window, reflecting off the abnormally thick rims of the glasses he'd customized to regulate his supervision. "Morning, Joshua," he said. "Hey, did you hear a noise a minute ago?" "Noise? What kind of noise?" Before I could answer, another crash erupted. It sounded like it had come from the kitchen. "That kind of noise," I said. "What was that?" "Oh, that's just Elliot," Dad said. "He's making pancakes." All of a sudden, a robot lurched into the room. He looked a little like a tin trash can, with retractable arms on either side of his body and flat paddles for feet. His head was a cube-shaped hunk of metal that wobbled on top of a thin plastic neck. Elliot had made his entrance. Dad had come up with the idea for Elliot after sharing a ride with Captain Justice 7 months earlier. It had been awkward enough for my parents to carpool with their sworn enemy, the superhero they'd been fighting for years. On top of that, Dad had also seemed a little jealous of Stanley, Captain Justice's robot butler in the driver's seat. "Why can't we have a robot butler?" Dad had complained once we'd gotten home. "We're two of the most successful supervillains in the world, right?" "Of course, honey," Mom had said, massaging the back of his neck. "Then we deserve a robot butler too." And so Dad had set out to build one. But the thing about my dad is, when he gets really excited about an idea, he becomes kind of impatient. It's part of the reason why our house is so packed with inventions. He's always working on 5 things at once. And it's also part of the reason why all these inventions are usually a little bit flawed. Elliot was a good example. He'd only been in service for a couple of weeks, but he'd already destroyed half our house. He'd smashed the front window during his attempt to clean it. The living room rug had been torn to shreds as a result of his vacuuming. Breakfast didn't seem like it was going to turn out any better.